Hello and welcome back to what I'm going to be making my last recording for The Sims 1. Now, why am I making this my last recording for The Sims 1? I'm not particularly good at this game, especially not good enough to stretch out a whole playthrough. But I figure I've done enough videos. So just do one more, wrap everything up. Wrap up everything I want to do. And talk about what comes next. So, before I get on that, as you can see, I have a vacant lot right here. Absolutely nothing on this lot except, well, this. So, I figure, if I'm gonna make this my last Sims video, why not just, build a restaurant? Yeah, okay, I don't care about that. Okay, hold on, let's get rid of these first. You know what, we'll leave this for now. One sec, just... There we go. Alright, so... You're probably wondering what exactly I plan to do with The Sims going forward. And to tell you the truth, I don't entirely know myself. My plan right now is... Alright, so there's a couple plans I can do. Yeah, I don't care about the water stuff. So, I'll give you each plan in as much detail as I can. Plan A. Plan A is basically, yeah, I know about water. As I was saying, Plan A, which was my original plan, is basically just, go do The Sims 2. Okay, can I turn those off? Yeah, as I'm saying. Go on and do The Sims 2. Because when I bought this game, I bought it alongside the Legacy Collection of The Sims 2. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but isn't the one downside of the Legacy Collection that it doesn't have the other the IKEA stuff pack? Well, that would be true, except thanks to my thanks to my copy of The Sims 2 Ultimate Edition, I was able to transfer the files and get them working. So, I do in fact have... I thought I got rid of those. Yeah. As I was saying. I don't care about the damn grass tool. as I was saying, thanks to the Ultimate Collection, I got the files for the IKEA stuff moved onto the, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't care about the roof options. Let's go with that, I suppose. That. Alright, now, as I keep trying to say before I get interrupted, you're probably wondering why I didn't just go with The Sims 2 Ultimate Collection to make videos. Yeah, so that's actually very simple. That version of The Sims 2, I just cannot get to run properly. And all the ways to get it to run properly are complicated. I'm much more a fan of the whole... No, actually, that one's better. I'm much more of a fan of the whole plug-in and play type gaming style. I'm not particularly good when it comes to getting mods to get things to work, even if I follow guides. Something always gets screwed up along the way. Yeah. So that's why, when it came to the Ultimate Collection, I took the good with the bad. Like, at first, not having the IKEA stuff, but having a functional version of The Sims 2, I was just like, I can live with this. But then when I found out that I could get some IKEA stuff to work, I did. And yeah, with IKEA stuff, I'm lucky if I can even get it to work for more than 10 minutes. Maybe 5 if I'm being generous. I did get it working briefly, but then something happened and it just stopped working entirely. So I just gave up with trying to get it to work. Yeah. So, that's plan A, Sims 2. The Legacy Collection does for the most part work. The only things I haven't figured out is if I do a Sims 2 playthrough, do I use one of the default neighborhoods or do I create a custom one? That's something I'm trying to figure out. My general preference is to make a custom neighborhood. Of course, that comes with the whole what do you name the neighborhood and yeah. But that's a road I can cross when I get to it. Alright, now we move on to what I consider to be Plan B. It's been recently, well, rumored that we're going to be getting there's going to be a new expansion pack for The Sims 4. One involving royalty. Now, it's worth mentioning I come from a country with a monarchy. So I'm no stranger to, well, monarchies. So I don't have any problems with a pack involving monarchies. But The Sims actually does have an expansion pack no, wait, not an expansion pack, a standalone game, which involves, like, nobles and such, the Sims Medieval, which I do have a copy of. Like, I mean, a physical copy, even. Because it's currently sitting on my shelf. So, if those rumors do turn out to be true, I might actually try going with The Sims Medieval. I do kind of want to do The Sims Medieval because I've never actually gotten that far in it. I've tried. I've just tried this on a laptop that didn't really run the game particularly well. So that kind of put dampened down the mood of actually playing it a bit. And then, of course, there was the whole, well, I moved on to this computer, the one that I'm currently recording on, but I just never actually got properly into The Sims Medieval. I do kind of wish I did. Hold on, Alright, hold on. I don't care. Trying to see if I can find a pavement that matches this. Yeah, not being able to see particularly well doesn't exactly help with this process. Right, anyway, the Sims Medieval, yeah, I do kind of want to actually try playing it, and I think if I record it for YouTube, I might actually make some decent progress, because I do like the story-based Sims games. And that's what it is, a story-based Sims game. Somewhat. Yeah. So, that's plan B. I've got some good ideas from what I can remember of the game that I could go for. But of course, they'll take time to implement. So what else is there? Oh yeah, plan C. That one's going to require getting a PS2 emulator up and running. Because there were a number of Sims games on the PS2. Most of which did have some kind of story-based aspect. Which is why I wouldn't mind giving them another go, and I do have legitimate copies of those games. Before anyone says anything about that. Okay, that one's the women's, so... 6. That's actually perfect. Downtown. Okay, I'll admit, I don't know how to spell restaurant. Actually, no, let's try to think of a better name for it. I could not think of a better name for it. I really couldn't. Right, yes, I know. Stop giving me the bloody hints. Okay, obviously we need some of these. Go with 3. For a few of these. That's actually kind of cool, not gonna lie. But I feel like I need to move these about. Okay. I'm trying to get the... There we go. I don't care about the privacy, just stop giving me that. Oh, and there's my cat. Hey. What you doing, puss? What you doing? Alright, you know what? I need to make this kitchen longer. Another reason why I'm planning to move on to other Sims games. Some of the tools for, like, walls and stuff. Ugh. Alright, there we go. Deal with that after I find the tiles again. There we go. Of course, we... Stop that. Oh, whatever. I don't care about those hints. Okay. Alright. So they can get to the toilets. Yeah, I want to have more of this vibe. Okay, what's a good table to have? I know that about the goddamn phones. Yeah, and they've still got plenty of room to maneuver. Alright, now in terms of decorations, let's see what we can fit within this restaurant. Alright, yeah, I was talking about Plan C before I got distracted. Get a PS2 emulator up and running, because can't really record games on my PS2. And given its age, I'd rather not risk recording on the PS2. Among the list of games I've got are The Sims Busting Out, Sims 2, well, there's The Sims 2 Pets, but I don't think I'll be doing any recordings with that one. There's not really much of a story to it, so there's really no point. We've also got the Sims 2 Castaway, which has more survival elements to it, so I would be willing to consider doing a playthrough in that one. There's also the Herbs Sims in the City, but I never had that one. Yeah, so I can't really comment on that one, as it's literally just a case of I never owned that one, so I've never played it. I've watched gameplay of it, but yeah, gameplay just does not substitute actually experiencing the game for yourself. Plus, if I can get a emulator up and running, then there's a number of other games that I could do. Alright, you know what? And for outside... Oh, right, kitchen. You need washing machines and trash compactors. Alright, Oh, that was not my cat making noise, okay. Sorry, I thought I could hear bats making noise there for a sec. Yeah, we'll just build a little park bit here. I was intending to build like a bit where children could play, but nah, I think a park would make more sense. But yeah. Plan C's just get a PS2 emulator up and running and do some stuff from the PS2 versions of games. I've never actually finished any of the old Sims games on PS2, so... Plus, if I got a PS2 emulator up and running, there's other PS2 games I could do. Such as, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. I really don't want to do that one, but... the option would at least be there. Okay, what can I fit? What would be a good thing to fit there? Not like a full tree, I'm thinking more like a... something like this, but bigger. So I should go with these. Alright, anything else I could, smoke down. Looks to be, no. Oh, actually. I remember there being something you could do with these. That was it. Yeah, I love doing that with those. Oh. Yeah. And we'll throw in a fire hydrant. Because why not? And a random dog statue, because why not? Alright. There's the restaurant. Not my best work. But you know, let's not leave the game off with that. You know, let's go out with a bang. Why not? Because, I mean, after all our hard work, what would be wrong with, what would be wrong with, you know, celebrating. That was the word I was trying to think of. Oh, that's where they are. Actually, where was it again? Knowledge? Nope. Ah, here they are. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do it. Was it? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I've not really done what I'm trying to do in quite some time. I guess we're going cheap on the rugs. Yes, you could admire your new rugs. Or, I'd suggest lighting a fire. And then go launch some fireworks. I've never actually known how to get that to work properly. So let's try this. Oops. Ah, you know what, you just take a seat. Okay, it's taking a while. Trying to go out with a bang, and it's going slowly. Fire! There we go! And while this poor bastard burns to death, I'm going to leave you here. It's been fun playing The Sims, but next time I do a Sims video, it'll either be The Sims 2 or The Sims Medieval. Or possibly The Sims for PS2. Well, anyway, that's where I'll leave you off. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.